Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio. Let's go.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Hi, this is Melba Moore, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? This the chef. Giving a big shout out to my peoples. Big KS, you already know what it is. Salute.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio.
Hi, I'm Iyanla Vanzan, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
BKS Radio, baby.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Rooker, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Shout out to BKS1, the best kept damn secret in the business.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane, and shout out to BKS1.
Hi, this is Leon. You're watching BKS1 Radio.
BKS1. God bless y'all.
Hey, yo, what's up? This is Kima from Total representing BKS1 Radio. Stay tuned, baby.
Check out this brand new joint from Kima of the R&B group Total.
Hey, yo, what's up? This is Kima from Total representing.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Out Show right here on BKS1 Radio. It is your girl, Latoya Chanel, and I'm here, everybody. I made it back in studio, and hopefully you guys have all been safe, too. I mean, we're just going to talk about it and get into it before we get to our guest today. So, first and foremost, like I said, I'm here. I made it in studio. People, what is going on? Are we at the end of times? Like, I really want to ask everybody what is going on right now. So we're in the middle of a pandemic. Everybody knows we're in the middle of a pandemic. We have been in the middle of a pandemic for the last year and a half right now. And then right here in New Jersey, we just suffered from Hurricane Ida. There has been so much loss and so much devastation, just so much going on. So I want to know, and I want you guys to just talk to me a little bit in the comments. Let me know how you're doing, how you made out. Is everyone safe? Is everyone okay? As long as you're here, no matter what the damage has been, as long as you're here, there is a chance for you to start over. So hopefully that is some sort of motivation to everybody, because listen, when I say we are all going through it right now, I mean we are all going through it right now. Okay? You guys know that ever since the show started, we have been talking about trying to maintain just some sort of stability within your health throughout the pandemic. There has been so much loss, death. There's been job loss. There's been people are really honestly just losing their minds because they're losing their sense of stability, you know? And it seems like things are just getting harder and harder and harder for everyone. And, you know, I just want to tell everybody who's out there listening and everybody who's out there watching, just hold on. I'm sure that there is more on the other side of this. I'm sure there is something for us all on the other side of this. And you honestly have to do what you can right now to find some sense of peace, to find some sense of relaxation, to find some joy in the midst of all the struggles and all of the trauma that is happening right now. So I want to know, and you know, when we started talking about this a few weeks ago when I was here, you know, what do you do for peace? We've been talking about that over and over and over again. What do you do for peace? What do you do for relaxation? What do you do to make sure you're okay on a daily basis when it seems like the world around all of us is crumbling on a daily basis? It seems like if it's not one thing, it's another, right? Y'all know that old saying. But it seems like we are really living through that time period right now. So I want to know, what is it that you do? What is it that you're doing? Again, I'm praying and I'm hoping that everyone has been safe. Everyone is still with us throughout this storm. And I would be remiss if I did not say, I want to send my condolences to a family member for a tragic loss that was suffered this weekend. So I just want to say to Barbara, with the loss of Taisha tragically on Saturday night, we are with you. We are supporting you and the children. We will continue to pray for you in the midst of this hard time right now. Not many of us know exactly what you're going through, and not many of us know exactly what you're feeling with the tragic loss of your daughter, but I'm sending love, light, and support your way, and I'm just going to ask that all of you who are watching to please do the same thing too. None of us know what it's like to lose a child and then to have to take care of your grandchildren full time. So again, I ask that everybody prays for that family. If you all follow me, please check out my page and go to the GoFundMe and make sure that you donate and make sure that you help out with this tragic, unexpected loss. And again, if you're a praying person, no matter what it is you believe in, God, the universe, whatever it is, whatever you send love and light to for your brothers and sisters, I'm just going to ask that you please do that now for that family, and for strength for that family to be able to make it through this time. So I just want to say that while I'm in the midst of talking about everyone else and what they're dealing with from Hurricane Ida. But in the meantime, on a lighter note, I'm excited today because we have a guest who is going to be joining us virtually. So hopefully if you guys saw the promo for tonight and the video I just played a few minutes ago, we have Kima from the R&B sensation, the R&B group Total, who is going to be joining us live virtually in about 5 or 6 minutes or so. And so I really just want to get down with her about the music industry, being a black woman in the music industry, and you know how all of that goes. So we'll hopefully have some girl talk for a few minutes, and hopefully you guys will go ahead and enjoy that. In the meantime, just a few hot topics. I want to know what you guys think of, because I haven't been here in a while. So, you know, certain things are still hot topics to me. I want to know what everyone thinks of Kanye West. So, for those of you who doesn't know, Kanye West put out his latest album entitled Donda, named after his mother, and had an elaborate preview of most of his songs where Kim Kardashian was his bride again. There were a number of celebrity cameos. He was talking about, you know, just a lot of different topics. And I want to know everyone's thoughts on it. Like I said, we were going to a lighter note, everybody. I wanted to know everyone's thoughts on it because depending upon who you talk to, you'll have some people who will say Kanye is extremely crazy and has issues and needs help. And you will have some people who will say Kanye is an absolute genius. He's a genius, and he's one of the greatest musicians of our time. And, you know, the funny part is you'll get a lot of people who will say both things in the same breath. So I just want to know what you all think of exactly what's going on. Let me know. Talk to me in the chat. Let me know what you think of Kanye West's latest album. I haven't heard too much of it yet, but from what I heard, you know, I'm one of those people that thinks the man is a genius. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm a Gemini. He's a Gemini. But I'm one of those people that thinks the man is a genius. Yes, he has some crazy tendencies. You know, don't we all? His are a little stronger than others. And he does suffer from being bipolar. So, I mean, we do have to have some kind of seriousness in that as well. But let me know what your thoughts are. So in the meantime, while you guys are letting me know about that, I'm going to get to our guest that I am excited about. So let me go ahead and let me let her in. Hold on. You guys bear with me. Let's see. Let's get it here. What am I clicking on?
Click on the three dots to your end. Over there.
Here?
Over there.
Where?
There should be three dots on.
Oh, right here?
Yeah, and it say hide your view.
Hide self view?
Yeah. She pop in?
Kima, are you there? I'm not sure. I think she's talking. We can't. Hold on. We're trying to get you in. She's talking. Hold on. All right, everybody, we're testing this out just to make sure we can hear and see her. Ah, there she is. There she is. All right, you're coming in now. Can we? No, I'm reading your lips right now. Hold on. Let's see if we can get you. Go here. Yes. Okay, this is working. Uh-oh. All right. Oh, did we lose her? She dropped out. Okay. All right, everybody. We are definitely going to get this together. We are having just a few technical difficulties here. We are definitely going to get this together. The video dropped out for Kima. So now we can't see you either. Okay, now we can see you. Click this. Join audio by computer. We're here? Uh-huh. All right.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we got it. We got it. We got it.
Okay.
All right, we got it. All right, we had some technical difficulties here, but we made it. Jeff had to help me out. We got it. Computer is good. Computer is good. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. Welcome to our show. You know, you are not a stranger to BKS1 Radio, so welcome to the Owl Show, and we are excited to have you here today.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, you are a legend and female. and we love that here on the Owl Show because we are all about women's empowerment and we are all about uplifting women and we are all about just making sure that we are giving everyone their roses right now. So extremely excited right now to have you and to be doing this interview.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited.
So listen, how have you been? I was just talking to the audience about the fact that we have had, everyone's been going through a pandemic. Everyone has been going through, you know, up here in Jersey, we just are suffering from hurricanes. There's like all kinds of things going on. So of course, my first question to you is, how have you been throughout all of this?
I would say blessed. I'm here. I'm breathing. You know, definitely the pandemic impacted my family personally. Like last year, we lost several loved ones. But, you know, we got through it and, you know, we made a decision. I'm now living in Georgia. We just moved down here about a month ago. So, you know, going through the pandemic kind of put a lot of things in perspective. I know for me and my family where we just chose that, you know, my daughter was graduating and, you know, we were definitely going to pursue some things we have set aside.
So just almost getting back to yourself, getting back to all the things that got away when we were in the hustle and bustle of life before life kind of forced us to slow down.
Yep.
Okay. All right. I want to start from the beginning because so many people think they know your story. So many people think they know, your origins, how you started, where you came from, what happened in all of your world. And without all of the gory details, I want to start from the beginning with you with how did you get into the music game?
Keisha and I met we were as teenagers. Keisha and I met right after high school. We were hanging out, started singing. Keisha always wanted to start a group. She heard me singing. She was like, Kima, let's start a group. So I was like, okay, we started a group, Keisha and I, and we started working with Norman and Plainfield. We Jersey girls, both were from Plainfield. So Norman introduced us to Pam. We were working with Norman for a while. We went our separate ways. We met some guys from the Bronx that introduced us to Kathy Dukes, who was our first manager that got us the deal with Puffy. So that's it in a nutshell.
Okay. All right. And at such a young age, it's almost like you guys were you were pushed right out to stardom. Did it feel like that to you?
I mean, it definitely was all right, it just kind of just happened, especially when we went in the studio and Keisha and I did the Juicy record with Biggie. And I think after that record was, and still is, a huge success. Right after we did that record, that's when Puff was like, yo, I got to get down in the studio. We got this New Jersey Drive soundtrack, and he put us on that, and it just kind of just catapulted from there, and then it died.
Yeah. I'm gonna jump ahead. Well, no, let me stay here first, and then I'm gonna jump ahead. Did you guys know at that time period that your music would be as big of a success as it has become?
That definitely was the goal, right. That definitely was the goal, and that was one of the things. Looking back to all the advice Puffy gave us, all the times he cracked the whip, all that, it was always for the purpose our music is serving right now, and that's to still be relevant 20 years from now. And he was just like, I want to make records that's 20 years from now. So that definitely was the goal, and that's definitely what we prayed for.
Yeah, definitely. And again, it's your songs. It's the total songs that still get the party started. It's the total songs that's at everybody's cookout. It's the total songs that, when you want to get up and get moving and you're sitting there on a Saturday like, oh, I can't even, it's y'all music that we put on, to get us moving and to get things going. It's like, all right, I can get up, I can do this, I can move. So it's become a staple in the Black community. Your music is a staple in the Black community. So thank you guys for
that's dope. That's dope. Thank you guys for supporting us. Definitely, Total always just been like a natural vibe. We were kind of like birthed in the club per se, like our whole vibe and stuff like that. So we definitely sought out to make music that made people feel good. You know what I'm saying? Whether you want to just sit there and vibe or whether you want to get up and dance, you're just feeling good about what you're listening to.
Yeah. And what was that like? So being on Bad Boy, everybody's heard so many different rumors. We've seen the reunion shows. We've gone to the reunion concerts, and there's stories about surviving death row. You know what I mean? Is there going to be a surviving Bad Boy that is going to come out? What was that like, during that time period?
I mean, I don't think we have I don't know. I mean, thinking back to it, Puffy definitely was a lot to deal with. Let me not get that out of misconstrued. You know what I'm saying? He definitely was a lot to deal with. He definitely had an ego, but he had his ways, but it definitely was not no surviving anything. You know, no, none of us, like, we weren't in prison. You know, like, we were able to speak our piece. You know, we knew what was on the table most of the time, and we had a choice on whether we wanted to deal with it or not. I don't pride myself for being a victim of nothing, because my life is mine. You know what I'm saying? So no, there won't be no surviving any of that. And I never seen any of those horror stories outside of what you've seen. What you guys know for real is what it was. Like, he was just a lot to deal with, especially with dealing with his ego, but a lot of it had and served its purpose.
Yeah. What advice would you give to someone else? And we're gonna move forward, because I know you have family members that are you know, going to be coming out soon. But what advice would you give to younger Kima? So if today's Kima right now could talk to Kima of 1993, what would you say?
I would tell her to be confident, stay out of your head. What you thinking is not what things really are, and be confident.
Which it obviously is important, especially for young Black women.
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
Young Black women.
And like I said, it was like, I mean, that part was rough for me. Like, you know, a lot of the stuff that I know I dealt with as far as like artist development and stuff like that, really, and how it was approached did not help my confidence at all. So, you know, I did deal with them type of things, but I still don't feel victimized. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. Who are some of your people that you are still in contact with from the Bad Boy Camp?
I still speak, you know, we all sporadically keep in touch. You know, since I've been here in Atlanta, I've talked to Mace. Faith and I keep in touch. You know, I mean, Keisha and I keep in touch. You know, and Pam and I, we don't, you know, it's love. You know what I'm saying? We don't keep in touch, but it's love.
I think,
you know,
I think we saw
with
that.
those that stay in touch with me, you know, but it's all love regardless.
Yeah. I think we saw the episode that you were on where she was on the show. And but you know, kudos to you for, you know, coming out and doing what you did.
Well, yeah. Kudos, I mean, yeah, it took a lot, but it was definitely genuine.
Yeah, absolutely. So, as a woman, as a Black woman in the entertainment industry, in the music industry, and I'm specifically talking about being a Black woman, we know a lot of times where women of certain other races, you know, they shed a tear, and all of a sudden, you know, the world may move for them. But in the entertainment industry, where there's so much that can go on, I want to know what are some of your thoughts moving forward, you know, doing what you do, having your latest single out now. What are some of your thoughts of things that you would do differently now, other than having you know, more confidence?
Things I would definitely do different now is just be more versed in my business dealings.
Okay, yes.
Definitely more versed in my business dealings. Definitely now, I just feel like now is a great space to be in as an artist, as far as being able to be independent. So, you know, like you pretty much can do whatever you want. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just exploring and I'm learning Kima as I don't consider myself a manager, and I guess this is a segue for me to talk about my Totally Kima project, and you know how I moved on to Total, and I'm more like on the business side as far as my family and my business is concerned. I have, my kids are artists, my son raps, my daughter sings. So, you know, with that said, I pride them on just being independent, being open-minded, you know, exploring all type of music, you know, acting, doing everything, because right now the world is definitely yours and you can control it. You can be your own machine. So those are the things we're exploring.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on some of the new R&B music now?
My thoughts on some of the new R&B music right now is I like a lot of it. You know, I don't feel like And I'm definitely not one. I don't, I'm an artist in myself, so I don't like to critique other artists. I mean, so I do like a lot of it, but I feel like a lot of it lacks diversity. And I feel like we as consumers, if we support music as a whole instead of just jumping on bandwagons and listening and supporting what everybody else listening, we would have a more diverse catalog of music to listen to. So it's all in what we support. It's not so much the artists and that they putting out trash. It's just, what are we supporting?
Yeah. Yeah. As a mom and a manager, as you said, are you comfortable from a music industry background encouraging more young artists to be more of themselves and less like the mainstream?
Oh, definitely. Like, that's definitely. Like, I tell my daughter all the time, I said, you have to write, write your own music, and that's definitely what she's doing. And she has a complete sound. She sounds like nobody else, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely encourage that, and then it's also your team. It's also who's around you. And you have to be confident in your sound and who you are as an artist as well. So no one can stray you to do things that may not be of you.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So listen, we're talking about be of you. Let's talk about it. Totally Kima. The inspiration behind Totally Kima, like, walk me through it. Put me there. What is Totally Kima about? What is the message with Totally Kima? What is it about?
Totally Kima is, I came up with that, because I was not like very fluent with social media. So I was like, what's my name going to be? And I'm like, I always pride myself on being me, Totally Kima. Like, even back then when, it came to styling and what we're wearing, you want us all in baggy clothes. No, that's not me. I'm not doing that. Just the things that I stand for. I don't jump on bandwagons. I'm very opinionated. I understand my opinion is my opinion. We can agree to disagree. I'm very business minded. Not a follower. And I'm just going to totally be me and do what I believe in and put a stamp on what I feel like represents me.
And that's what this project is.
Yes.
Okay. Some of the songs. What's the motivation behind some of the songs?
The motivation, the project is still in the works. The motivation behind some of the songs come from a lot of different places. Like, I tap into losing my mom. Like, the relationship that has gone on with me and Total. Mad at my husband, like, I try to tap into a lot of different things for motivation.
Yeah. Okay. So you're just talking about everything that is happening in life.
Very, very universal. Very universal. I try to do records where, we all can relate to it. It may not be the same. We may not see it from the same perspective, but we definitely can relate.
Listen, absolutely. And if in the time period we live right now, everybody should be more in touch with what's going on with them and being able to be in touch with other people too. So
you want to feel a little like, and I'm definitely like, I love trap R&B. I love listening to whatever my kids listening to, but at the same time, like, I miss and I love and I want to get back to the old school R&B where people are not afraid to feel and talk about love, like, like where we're showing our feeling, where we're vulnerable and we're putting some emotion behind something.
Listen, you're not the only one. You are definitely not the only one. Let me tell you something. With my 9-to-5 job is booking concerts, and what people are looking for and what's selling tickets is what you're talking about. So trust me, I'm 10 million% in with you right now.
Yeah, I think we've been riled up long enough. Yep. I mean, you like it in spurts, but you're like, dang, it's been like, they done had a long enough run.
Yep. Now it's time to get back to some. We really talking about something right now. We're really getting to the bottom of exactly what we're feeling and getting it out. And honestly, I feel like that is becoming therapy for a lot of us, especially with everything that we've been going through. Music has become therapy.
Yeah, I mean, music is therapy, and I mean, it really is, because when you think about it, a lot of us, like, you know, when you want to feel a certain way, you're going to put on a song. When you partying, you're going to listen to this. When you sad, you want to listen to this. And, you know, I just always want to make sure that when giving the opportunity to speak my piece, I just want to make sure, you know, it resonates in some type of positive way.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I want to ask you, you were talking about songs potentially being mad at your husband. You were talking about being a mom and a manager. You know, just a Black woman managing a family and a career already is enough, but doing it from an entertainment standpoint, what is that like? Where so you see, unfortunately, in the news, so many people are getting together, they're breaking up. They're all over the place. One person's over here, one person's over there. What is that like, trying to maintain a family in this industry?
Well, definitely for me, it's family first. You know, like I wasn't the type to pressure my kids about being in the industry. I actually live a pretty normal life. In music industry is about 5% of what I do on a day-to-day basis. So I have a whole nother career, you know, so we have a great balance. So we deal with reality. I'm very humble. So yeah, that's how I deal with it. You know, I deal with it realistically. I deal with it where I'm at in life. And, you know, sometimes we in the studio working, sometimes we ain't. Yeah, that's just the reality of it. Is we gotta do what makes sense and what comes first. And family has always been first.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. All right. So mom, manager, your daughter, like you mentioned your daughter. Can you tell us a little bit about it? Even if you can't tell us all, but can you tell us a little bit about what's going on?
Well, she's definitely in her artist development stage, because I'm big on that. Yeah. But because with today's world, we're being able to, you know, put out music and stuff like that. We have released like we did 2 soft releases on her. She has 2 songs out, one called Love Lies and the other one called Pressure, and they're on all social media, and you can find it.
Love Lies?
Love Lies, yes.
So like love and then tell a lie, or love lies someplace? What's
Love Lies, like love, LUV, lies, LIES.
Okay. All right.
And then the second record is called Pressure. Her name is Kima Marie. You can find her on all social media under the name Kima with an X, then Marie, and you can find her music under that. And right now we're developing her. No rush. Like I told her, you don't have to be in a rush. You wanna create, you know, timeless music. I mean, it's a beautiful thing that, you know, you want to put something out, you got something to say, you can do that. But make sure you take the time to develop who you are, get to know who you are as an artist, as a musician, and as a songwriter. And she's only like a year in. Like during the pandemic, she just decided I want to go in the studio. I want to start writing songs. So
she never said anything before with your career.
Nope, because my career, like when I left the group, I hadn't, you know, it had been like 16 years, and my kids didn't even really know, because for me, I was dealing with a lot of feelings as far as that was concerned. And I moved on, and it was like, if you knew, you knew, if you didn't, you didn't. And my daughter found out from one of the kids that she cheered with. Their mom must have told them or something, and she was like, "Mom, I heard you was famous." And I'm sitting at my computer and I'm working, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I used to sing with this group." And I just Google us, and I'm showing her everything, and she was like, "Well, then what happened?" And I'm like, I got married, I had kids. You know,
You know what? Wait. I gotta pause you. Right here because this all sounds like, oh, okay. You literally said I'm sitting there and I had to Google myself to show my daughter who I am. Are you serious right now?
Yes, I am. that was the space I was in. Like,
you said, oh well, I did a little something back in the day.
I was like, I did this. Like, we did a little something. Let me Google. I'm gonna Google mommy for you, okay? So, well, I Googled, and we popped up, and I told her, I didn't get into too much about what went on or whatever. And shortly after that, things just started coming to fruition. And it's not that I was like done. You know what I'm saying? I tried to work whatever needed to be worked. Kind of like the same scenario about like what's going on now. Work whatever the issue was with the girls out, and it wasn't happening. So like with me, I'm the destiny of my own life. I'm not going to sit here and let one thing
absolutely
stop me from being successful in others. So, I always had these other things going on, but it was the total situation in the music thing was always so like, dreams, running into people. Y'all want to do a show. So I was always being slapped in my face with it. So finally, I decided to, Pam called me about doing some shows with her. I decided I would, and that led up to the Bad Boy Tour. I was able to make peace with it. I now have my plaques hanging up in my house, and I can move on.
Okay. All right. All right. I'll stay on it for 2 more seconds. I watched the Wendy Williams documentary, the Wendy Williams film, and she mentions you guys, and has people acting as if they were you. Any quick thoughts on that? Because we're not going to stay on it. I
just was like, my thing, like, true story, but why she had to have us showing up like we were coming from a show, like we weren't in leather. I was like, what? That's all I got to say about that.
And I just want to be honest with you. When they showed you guys pulling up, I was like, so they got dressed up in concert attire to come there.
We got off the stage. I was like, no. But
that was hilarious to me. If nothing else, I don't know if she told the story right, if she told the story wrong, but however it was, the hilarious part is that whoever in costume design said, "Ooh, you know what we should do? They should have whatever they had on in a photo shoot to roll up here like that." I cracked up laughing.
Yeah, we put total in black leather and sunglasses.
Yes, yeah, because that's how they do everything in that. That is hilarious. But either way, moving on. But back to, like I said, totally Kima and being in the industry with your family, and like you said, being married at this particular time and being a couple that is in the industry. What is that like? Because like I said, there are so many that don't survive, and like you said, family is first. But when you're talking about the entertainment business or the music business or whatever, that can be an extremely shady place. How do you keep a balance between the two?
We do a great job. I mean, and it's not hard. I think it all depends on, the individuals. I mean, I don't even think there's anything that we do effortlessly, It's not even an effort. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my husband. We're together. I involve him a lot. Like, we both manage the kids. Like, I don't even really consider myself a manager. He really is. He manages a lot of things for me. He really doesn't like the industry, like, he's not an industry guy, none of that. But he does it to make sure, like, we good. So,
yeah.
I mean, it's, we're 24 years in. So, I mean, I really can't say that there's anything other than the two individuals that we are that is why we're able to find, that balance. It has to, your situation has to be genuine. So, and when it is, it normally can find its way.
Yeah. Well, congratulations to you for 24 years, whether you're in the industry or not, in the African American community. You deserve a gold star, a medal, an award, or whatever it is, at that point. So congrats to you guys.
24 years slave.
Congrats to you to you both, because that is awesome with your family.
Thank you.
I want to know, so moving forward, we're working on Totally Kima. If asked the question, let's say 2 years from now, Puffy says, all bad boy artists, $1 million on stage, would you do it?
Oh, definitely. Like, okay. I'm going to always represent the brand. I'm always like, it don't even have to be Puffy. It could be, Keisha and Pam, I mean, I'm going to always be there to represent. Like, yeah. Definitely. I am definitely proud of my legacy. I will always be a part.
Yeah. Is there anything that you want anybody to know? Like you said, you were just authentically you were totally Kima. You were just real about things from beginning to end. Is there anything that you just wanted the world to know? Because so many people, honestly, about, what was it, a month or so ago? No. This was a few months back. I know it was during the pandemic because I was literally scrolling. And someone had put a story up about the real story behind Total, as if, I don't even know who it was, if it was somebody that even knew any one of you guys. But they had all of these, what they thought were facts or fake facts about your start, the middle, and the end. And honestly, I read it and I was like, okay, this sounds like a crock of BS to me, but I just want to know, from your perspective, is there anything that you just ever wanted everybody to know about you and then about Total?
No, like, I mean, I don't feel like I have anything, and I don't feel like none of us have, none of the girls feel like we have anything to prove as far as what people's perception is. I mean, I could sit up here and tell you, and people gonna still believe what they want to believe, and they'll know they have the factual story when Kima, Keisha, and Pam sit down and tell it. So y'all keep on believing whatever y'all want. Yeah. Keep on talking about us, and it's all good.
Will we ever have a VH1 has a behind the music? Will we ever have one of those?
I mean, I'm definitely willing to participate. So let's keep praying. All we gotta do is get three signatures and it's a go. So
listen, well, I'm gonna push for it. I'm gonna start a petition. Tonight that we need a what is this show called? Behind the Music on VH1. We need the Total Story. Oh, that's it. We're gonna call it the Total Story. Look, I get a percentage off of that one, but we're gonna call it the Total Story. But again, listen, we are coming to the end of our interview, and again, legendary, absolutely legendary. And you guys came in, you changed the game, and it has forever been changed. This is not something where it's like, oh, I remember these people. No, this is what we still wake up and listen to on a daily basis. And even like you were saying, even when you were doing the concert, I was at those concerts. I was at your concert here in New Jersey. I was, I went to all of those. I did all of the tours. I did all of that. So again, this isn't even something that's in the past for us. I know it may be for you guys, but it's not even in the past for us. For us, it is still current, and it is still good to hear from you all. I'll say that. It's always great to hear from you all.
Yeah. I want to thank you for your beautiful words. I want to thank you also for being a voice for women and empowering women. And like, I'm gonna pray one day, like, I don't, one day maybe Keisha, Kima, and Pam will get out here and grace our fans with our music again together. And, that's definitely what I pray for, so we'll see.
But listen, in the meantime, or if it doesn't happen, we still have Totally Kima. Okay.
Yeah, I'm still going. I mean, like I said, the buck can't stop. Like, now that I've decided, like, and then the other thing for me, I've always, and I'll let you go. I've always wanted to, I didn't want to raise industry kids. Like, the industry the industry don't motivate me. It's music and it's being creative and stuff like that. So I'm finally back in a space where I feel confident about that. And I'm definitely going to don't be surprised if you see me doing some shows and doing some total medleys and because that's just where I feel like I'm at, so.
Are you coming back up here to do it? Are you coming back to Jersey? Are you?
Well, definitely. Jersey have me.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
Definitely. I'm gonna go wherever I'm invited.
Listen, well, you're going to always be invited here, and you know that. So, listen, just keep us all posted. Anything that you do, anything you want to talk about, whatever it is you have going on, all of your projects, whether it's for you, your son, your daughter, whatever is going on, you already know you have a home right here. I mean, I don't have to tell you that. Norm doesn't have to tell you that. This is always home.
Yep. And thank you, Norman. I love you so much.
Yes.
I'll be talking to you soon.
Yes, he is in the chat. He was saying, what did he say? Hold on, let me find it. He was in the chat. I want to make sure I read his comment because if I don't and the show ends, he will kill me. Yeah. He said, thank you so much. He was saying, great interview. He loves you and he's definitely going to be talking to you soon. So he said the same exact thing you just said.
Okay, yep. Thank you. Talk to you guys soon. And thanks again for having me.
Thank you so much for being a part of the show tonight.
No problem.
All right, we'll see you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, let's see here. Let me get back over here. All right, everybody. So that was just a quick 1-2, everybody, with Kima from. Let me see. All right. So that was just a quick 1-2 with Kima from Total, everybody. And she was an absolute pleasure. And, we just wanted to talk about, being empowering and moving forward instead of digging into, any dirt or any rumors that anyone thinks, is going on. We want to talk about positivity and moving forward because that's where we are right now. And that's honestly what I am going to choose to focus on moving forward. There is so much negativity and there is so much backbiting and fighting that we could be doing out here, given all that's going on. As I started to show off, just talking about living through a pandemic, going through hurricanes and, people not being in their right mind. So there's so much other stuff that we could focus on, but instead I'm going to choose to focus on the upliftment of us as a people, the upliftment of us as women, and especially being in the entertainment industry. It's hard enough. There's a lot of backbiting, there's a lot of fighting, there's a lot of backstabbing, there's a lot of crab in the barrel syndrome because people are always trying to be on top, and for so many people it is so hard to show love. For so many people, it is so hard to have any kind of sense of loyalty. For so many people, it's so hard to honestly live in truth and to live in your truth and to be truthful about who you are and what's going on. Because, think about it. Entertainment it's a fantasy world. It's about someone creating a story and everyone going along with it. It's almost like make believe, And we choose not to focus on that here. To my partner, Queen B, who is in the chat right now, of course, we love you, we miss you, and we hope to have you back in the studio with us soon if possible. But again, it is about the upliftment of us, and it is about taking care of yourself. And there is no way possible that we could sit here and preach transparency and preach empowerment and preach self-improvement and self-worth and self-esteem here on this show for years at a time, and have therapists on and books that we reference and almost sermons literally on this show and not live it. Who would we be? Who would I be if we did that, if we focused on all the negativity, if we focused on all of the gossip, if we focused on anything that wasn't positivity and pouring into ourselves, if we focused on anything that was going to deplete us or bring us down, who would we be? Who would I be? I think it's time that we all get back to being our authentic selves. And I think it's time we all get back to being truthful. It's time to get back to honesty. And for a lot of us, it's time to get back to loyalty. No matter what that looks like and no matter what it feels like. And sometimes it means checking yourself in order to be able to do so. I mean, as you heard Kima just say in the interview, while it may have been a little difficult, you know, to come out and to be supportive and to say what she needed to say, she did it. She did it. And she did it in front of a camera, and she did it in front of the world, and she did it in spite of, or despite, whatever it is she was feeling at the time. And I think we all need to get back to doing that. We need to get back to making sure we love each other, showing love to each other, showing appreciation to each other, and showing gratitude to each other. Because outside of that, what is it about? I think the world is showing us that we can be up out of here at any given time or any given moment. And you don't want for someone else to go or a situation to happen, and you had the capacity to be in control of whatever message you needed to come across ahead of time. You know what I mean? Am I rambling? I'm not sure. But what I will say is that show love while you can, everybody. I think that's it. I think that's the point of my message. Show love while you can. Show gratitude while you can. Get to the core of whatever is going on with you, and be honest and be truthful about it so that everyone can move forward in love and greatness and peace. Peace, peace, peace. Because that is what we need. We need peace. In the meantime, we have a number of great shows that are going to be coming up for you all in the next month or so. We have some great and amazing guests who are going to be coming in, more talking about the industry and more talking about entertainment. So we're going to talk about the television and music side of things. While we talked about the music side of things tonight, we're going to be talking about the television side of things and production next week with a special guest. The week after that, we're going to be talking about the virtual environment and the internet and, you know, all of that. And then we have some more people coming up who are going to be talking about just being in movies. We have some great guests. We have some great interviews, and we have some great conversations that are going to be coming up in the next month or so. I also want to say rest in peace to Michael K. Williams. Amazing actor with a great spirit, and he will also truly be missed. I am so tired of saying how people are going to truly be missed, but unfortunately that is the world that we live in and time that we live in. So I guess in the commercial breaks of saying this person will truly be missed, let's just throw in some positivity, everybody. So I love you guys for watching. I love you guys for listening. God willing, I will be here same time, same place, new show next week. And hopefully you all will be here with me and you'll be watching. And I will talk to you all very, very soon. Love you guys. Bye-bye.